What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Tonight. Okay, making their debut on the channel tonight. We have My Morning Jacket. Yes, indeed. How about that? My Morning Jacket making their debut on the channel. Okay, this comes as a request from Armando Milicevic, I think it is, or Armando Milicevic. There's no H. It's just Milicevic. So, Milicevic or Milicevic? You know what? I'm so on the edge on this one. I'm gonna go with Milicevic. I'm gonna stick with Milicevic. I think that makes a little more sense. It rolls off the tongue better. So I hope that's right. Armando, if that's not correct, please let me know. Armando wanted to see me react to this song by My Morning Jacket called One Big Holiday. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To be honest with you, I've never even heard of this band before. This is not a song that resonates with me in any way, shape, or form. However, just because I haven't heard of the song or heard of the band doesn't mean I have not heard the song in passing. I very well may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I know this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Bonnaroo Music Fest. Oh, is this at Bonnaroo? Is this a live performance from Bonnaroo? Nice. And the video has 606,983 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? You ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Bonnaroo Classics. Okay. My Morning Jacket, One Big Holiday. And Bonnaroo is a pretty big festival. Not a festival I would mind going to perform, of course. I would love to perform at a big festival like that. Absolutely. Let's do that. We need to get back on the road. I'm sick and tired of being locked up in my house. I need to get back on the road.
Yes, please.
Anyway, sorry, I had to vent there a little bit. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Okay. Kind of a 70s vibe with that hi-hat work. right off the gun, I'm loving the stage energy from these guys. They are putting on a show. They are moving around. They are interacting with each other and with the crowd. Lots of movement, lots of motion, and I love it, especially with a song that has this type of a pace and this type of a feel. Upbeat, fast-paced, good feel to it, and great stage energy to accompany it. So everything so far makes sense. Everything so far looks and sounds good. I am thoroughly entertained right now. Absolutely. One point of concern, this guy right here, if I'm not mistaken, they showed a whole body shot of him. It looked like he's barefoot. A word of caution to guitar players and bass players and anybody else that is playing an instrument that is plugged into an amplifier. Be very careful when you are playing barefooted. There is a current that goes through those cables. That's how you amplify the pickups, and that's how the pickups get powered, is through a very tiny electrical current. Now, things can go wrong, and I have heard horror stories about musicians getting electrocuted by their own instruments on stage while barefooted. So, and the reason for it is when you're wearing shoes with rubber insoles, or with rubber soles, there's your insulation, right? If there's no insulation there, you are an open circuit. All you have to do is complete the cycle. That's all you gotta do. Complete a connection, and you're gonna get you're in. Let me tell you right now, you're gonna be in for a shock when that happens, boy. You gotta be careful. Now, if you're using wireless, you're okay. You're okay. You got nothing to worry about. But if you're plugged direct, be careful. Be very careful. I can't tell if this guy's going wireless or not. I'm not sure. I didn't see. Anyway, let's keep going here. I gotta pause. I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. I've been so enthralled with what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, I lost track of time. I kid you not. I did not know that like 3 minutes had gone by, and I'm like, oh my God, I need to stop. I need to pause. Oh God. Now I'm loving everything that I'm hearing and seeing on this. The energy on stage is fantastic. They're constantly moving around, constantly in motion. They have never stood still, except the lead singer, who has to stand still when he's in front of the mic singing. But everybody else is moving, which is fantastic. Constantly keeping that animation and motion and movement on stage going, so you keep the people's eyes glued to the stage where all the movement and motion is, which is fantastic. The lead singer's vocals, when he started singing, I'm not sure just how much my jaw dropped, but I felt it drop, and with good reason. It's not the pitch. It's not the range I was impressed with. I was expecting that. I was expecting, hearing the chords that were being played, I was kind of expecting that. I was expecting those notes. What I was not expecting was the projection and the clarity that came with those vocals. That is what impressed me more than anything. His range is good. Don't get me wrong. He's got good range. He's hitting the pitches. He's singing on key and in pitch. But his clarity of his tone, and more than anything, his projection. He is a powerful singer. Like, very powerful singer. Very impressive. The guitar solos I've heard so far have been really nice, very conducive to the style of song. I know I paused, unfortunately, but I think it's another guitar player starting a solo. So I am gonna back up a little bit. Hopefully I'm right. Otherwise, I apologize, because I'm sorry. I got wrapped up in the song. I got wrapped up in the performance, and I lost track of time. That's my bad. I apologize. That was really good. I'm not sure how I'm gonna score this. Give me some time. Give me a couple of minutes to think about this one. I'm gonna need a little time to figure out what score I'm gonna give these guys. I can tell you right now, it's gonna be up there. It's gonna be up there. I'll see you in the review. Well, there you go, folks. That was my morning jacket with One Big Holiday. This was a request from Armando. I hope I pronounced it right. Milicevic. If that's not right, Armando, let me know. But I believe it is Milicevic. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, I had to think about this. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I had to sit there and I had to think about this. And it really came down to one thing. And I will tell you what that one thing is in the review here. On a scale of 1 to 10, I am going to give that an 8.8. Yep, 8.8. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, the song itself. Let's start with the song itself. Well-written song. It's a well-written song. Nothing too complex. It had some great moving lines in it, great moving chordal progressions as well. Nothing too complex when it came to this song. It was pretty repetitive. It followed pretty much the same pattern the entire song all the way through. But the pattern was good. The pattern was solid. The chordal progression was solid. It made sense. It was pleasing to the ear. It didn't make me cringe and sit there and scratch my head and go, why? Why would you do that? You know, no, everything they did made sense. Drumming was rock solid. I can definitely appreciate the drumming on this. Some great cymbal work, tastefully placed. It wasn't overly done. I don't feel like the cymbals were being overly used. I feel like they were used in the appropriate places, and for the appropriate reasons. One of my biggest gripes about drummers sometimes is they will go off on this tirade of cymbals for no reason at all. They just because. I'm not big on that. I'm really more of a tom guy myself. Like I love good tom work, and I love good snare work, and I love good kick drum work. Cymbals to me, I understand the purpose of cymbals. I know why they're there. I'm not the biggest cymbal guy, you know. But that's probably because I'm a bassist. I like hearing the kick and the snare and the toms. I love good tom work. But this guy did a great job overall. Bass playing on this, very well done, very solid in the pocket with the drummer. Nothing over the top, nothing overly complex. Sounded really good. He had a great attack for using his fingers. When he first started playing, I thought, I'll be honest with you, when he first started playing, I was listening, I'm like, is the bass player playing with a pick? And then it cut to, right as I was thinking that, the video shot to the bass player and I saw him playing with fingers. And I'm like, oh, that's great. This guy's got great attack. Great attack. The guitar players. Well, before I get to the guitar player, let's talk about the keyboard player. I did hear the keyboard. I did, especially the beginning, doing the synchronized part with the guitar players. The unison lines were nice and they were clean. I liked the tone he was getting out of it. After that, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know he was there, but I didn't really hear him. He was just kind of filling out the sound, and that's fine. It would have been nice if I could have heard him a little bit more in the mix, if I'm being honest. He was present, but it was just like, I can't explain it. It was just like filling out the sound without hearing him. It's weird, but you guys know what I'm saying? Like, you knew he was there. You could hear it, that the sound was full, and you know that's coming from the keyboard, but he never stood out. Now, if that's the effect they're going for, then kudos, you know, mission accomplished. All right, let's talk about those. Let's talk about the guitar parts. Guitar players, great picking work. Really nice picking, steady. You can set your watch to it. I mean, it was really nice at the beginning. Good guitar tone when the song kicked in. Playing a style that drove the song, helped drive the song forward, but not overtaking the song for the sake of the guitar's ego. It fit the context of the song like an absolute glove. Everything they did made sense. Everything they did sounded good, really good. Now, overall, as it stands right now, let's talk about the vocals. The vocals are really kind of what brought the score up quite a bit. I was not expecting those vocals. I was expecting the pitches. I was expecting the notes. I was expecting the range and the register. I was expecting all of that. What I was not expecting was the clarity of tone in his voice and the projection, the power in the voice. I was not expecting those two things. That was a surprise, a very pleasant surprise. Now that was awesome to hear, fantastic to hear. The guy can sing, straight up sing. Now, here's where things get interesting. Taking everything into account just on the song itself, what I heard, what I listened to, what they did, how they performed. Oh, their stage presence was, before I give my explanation, their stage energy, the live performance was fantastic, and that helped raise the score too, okay? Everybody was moving, everybody was constantly engaging either with each other or with the crowd. There was always some type of movement and motion happening on the stage at all times. That's what you want to get when you're trying to put on a live show. You want to do as much as you can on stage to keep the crowd's attention and keep their eyes on you. Now, human beings, we're animals, right? We're animals. By instinct, our eyes, there have been many scientific investigations into this, okay? There have been a lot of investigations into this. A lot of scientists coming up with theories, and there's been a lot of studies. Our eyes, like every other predator out there, our eyes are drawn to motion, right? When you see something move, your eyes instinctually go to that movement. So the whole purpose of moving around on stage is to keep the crowd's eyes on the stage. That way they're not sitting here on their phones doing this, you know. They're not, you know, on their, you know, social media platforms. Hey, check me out at Bonnaroo, selfie, haha. You know, they're not doing all that. No, they're watching you, which they should be doing. If they're not, then you need to look at yourself and need to look at what you're doing on stage and ask yourself, what could you do differently? What could you possibly do to engage the crowd more? These guys did a fine job of it. Now, taking the song into account, strictly in the song, I would give the song about an 8.2. Yeah, 8.2, 8.1, 8.2, somewhere in there. The live stage show, the energy, the stage presence, I would bump that up to about an 8.6. You know, 8.6, maybe 8.7, I don't know. Now, how did I get to the 8.8? This band managed to do something with me that has happened very rarely on this channel. I became lost in the song and in the performance. I lost track of time. I was not aware of the timer on the player. I was not aware of time even passing. The next thing I know, I looked down and over 3 minutes had gone by. So there's a good chance this video is going to get blocked, unfortunately, because I didn't pause. Every minute and a half. So if you guys are watching on Patreon exclusively, hi Patreon members. Thank you for being a Patreon member. Now somehow, if this managed to get by on YouTube, because I didn't pause for, like, I'm serious, 3 whole minutes went by and I didn't pause. That is my fault. But I blame the band. It's their fault, really, for doing such an amazing job on the performance and an amazing job on the song. I got lost in it. I did. I completely lost track of time. And not many bands have been able to do that with me.
That's the truth.
This is a rarity. And the only time that happens is when I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. And I obviously thoroughly enjoyed myself on this. So I am giving it a little extra, 0.2 bump. Absolutely. Because I feel like they deserve it. If any band that is able to make me lose myself and lose track of time because they're doing such a great job, they deserve a little bit of a bump. That is how we got to the 8.8. So, 8.8, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you'll enjoy the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show and you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base, and become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It'll do me a world of good, and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content is dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell, and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.